Howdy, Possum Patty here, outside. See the empty bowl? Wait, right there. The bowl is empty. Yepers, I hope you enjoyed that little video of the raccoon enjoying his midnight snack. And I felt so sorry for the possum. He didn't show up until the raccoon had emptied that bowl. I know. Poor possum. Anyway, the bowl is empty. So I'm going to take the camera that is right there and move it over by the windmill. You know, my little windmill there. And the wren, we have a little house hanging inside the middle of the windmill there. The wren has set up housekeeping under the windmill, yes. So I'm going to move the camera over there and let's see if we get pictures of him bringing some food to his family. Come on along. Here's the windmill. There's the birdhouse. There's the trail cam. Hopefully we get a picture of the wren coming in and out. And I think the wrens are just over there. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he's so fast. He's over there by the shed. Oh, he's behind the tree. This is the area where he likes to catch his bugs and bring them back. He's probably mad I'm standing here, so I'm going to go back inside and let him come feed his family. Well, we're back inside, yes. And I wasn't sure I was going to do some journaling today, but I came in and I was like, oh, I want to do that page for the Gabbro rock that I got. My happy mail from Cheryl there. Yeah, she sent me a Gabbro, a piece of Gabbro from Ohio, and I looked it up. And it was Mystic Merlinite. Let me just do a simple page for my Everybody Needs a Rock journal. Everybody needs a rock journal. Because it's a learning journal. The pages don't have to be complicated, no. So I picked out this very sparkly blue, sort of cosmos, right, for the background. And then I designed a pocket. Yes, I designed a pocket. I've got Merlin. It's kind of misty. And it says Mystic Merlinite Gabbro, a bridge between earthly realities and heavenly wisdom. And I figured I would just make a pocket on the page, maybe in the center of the page there, and put her little letter in there. And I might look up some more stuff about Gabbro, or I might make a little journaling card about it. Not sure yet. Just wanted to get something started. Was in the mood to get something started, right? So, like I said, I designed this beautiful page to put in here. And then I hit print and nothing happened. I was like, I waited and I waited and I waited. Nothing happened. So I went into the other room where the printer is and it was offline. And I'm thinking, why is the printer offline? And then I was thinking about the live I did today. Yes, when I went to hit the live button, it said it couldn't connect to live. But my computer seemed to be okay, but my phone wouldn't connect to live. We finally got that straightened out. There's always a technical difficulty, right? I soldier on, right? Well, maybe there's some connection there, yes, between my phone not being able to connect to YouTube Live and all of a sudden the printer is offline too. So I went in there and I pushed all the buttons and all that stuff, yeah. Oh. Couldn't get it to do anything. Finally just shut it off. Yes. When in doubt, shut it off, restart. So I did all that. I got it restarted. Came back in, hit print on my computer again. I got half a page. And then it just stopped again. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I said, don't give up. Soldier through. Okay, marching on. I tried it again. Yeah, and after a few stops and starts, I got it. Yes, I got it. So that's my technology dilemma for today. fun at the live as always. I actually finished 2 pages in the treehouse. Yes, I did Nads's page and I did Annette Goldberg's page. We have 2 Annettes, Annette and Annette G. Mama G. Did Mama G's page, and I made my big announcement. Yes. My big announcement. See these lovely ladies here? My new book, yes, I am writing a book, will be based on these characters right here and a whole bunch of other Soggy Bottom characters too. I was so inspired from reading Red Feather, and when I showed during the live, I read some fairy books by a gentleman who lives not far from here, and I was talking with him about them. And I got the books at the Fairy Festival last May. If you were at the live, you heard all this already. But I know some people can't get to the live because they may be at work or, doing other important things. And I put them on the shelf and I promptly forgot about them because, the brain cheese are broke, right? So then I was looking up when the Fairy Festival was going to be this year. But unfortunately, it's not going to be this year. No, it's not going to be this year. And trying to find out when the Fairy Festival was going to be reminded me that I had those fairy books from last year. So I got them out and I started reading them. And while reading them, all I can think of was how I would write it differently. Right, how I would write it differently, what changes I would make, things I would do and not do, how I would illustrate it. And I was thinking, maybe I should contact this fellow. He doesn't live very far away. And, work with him and do a rewrite. or do some illustrations for him, right? And then I was like, duh. Why don't I just write my own book? I have fairies. I live in a magical place, Soggy Bottom. So, okay. Okay. I started my book. I started writing my book, yes. And the main characters are right here. We have 3 fairies and a pixie. There will be, assorted woodland creatures. And maybe a few other fae folk. Oh, what happened there? Oh. Wow, that wasn't good. And top. That's the top. Yeah. So I was trying to work out with the Possum peeps, because y'all can be my sounding board, right? Yeah. It's good to have a little input when you're writing a book. Everybody usually has somebody that helps them along with their ideas and continuity and things like that. Trying to get it straight. That doesn't always happen though, does it? Ooh. Something is not straight on this page. Something is not straight at all. I think I'll move it down there. I don't know. Will this work? We'll see. We'll see. Oh, I hear the hippo in the living room again. Mr. Possum's tired. He did a bunch of mulching today. Something's really off here. That's okay. We live on a slightly tilted planet. I'll just trim it up. I will just trim it up. What was I talking about? Oh, writing a book. Yes. So, not only do I do junk journals and art journaling and nature studies and nature journaling. Not only am I prospector Patty because I go out and do some rock hounding and I'm learning about rocks, and that's why I have this journal. I'm studying rocks. I'm doing junk journaling. I do a few other projects, some sewing, some cross stitching, some weaving. Oh, I'm going to be doing some crocheting. Yes, I'm going to do some crocheting. If you're at the live, you heard about that. I love the live. I love the live. I get all my peeps there and we can chat. Yeah, we can chat. Talk about all kinds of fun things. Anyway, so I am doing all that. In my late 60s, I decided that I needed to learn the keyboard. And now in my 70s, I switched from the keyboard to piano. So I've been doing that for about 10 months now. So 10 months of piano. So I study the piano every day. I go out with my trail cam and do my nature observations. I work in my garden. My garden is very small because I'm old. And now I'm going to write a book. I'm going to write a book. Yes, I am. And I told my possum peeps, they can call me crazy. They can call me crazy, but they can't commit me. No, you can't commit me until I show up in a tutu and say I'm taking ballerina lessons. That'll be the final straw. It's okay. You can do music. You can do art. You can write a book. You can study rocks and nature. But that's it. That's it. I don't know. Are there any studies on the limit to the amount of things you can do and learn? Does the brain have a final capacity? Like you've learned it all, you can't learn anymore. Yes. Has anybody studied that? Doing stuff like that is supposed to be good for your brain when you're old anyway. Yeah. I forget things all the time. So it's good to keep my brain exercised. Yes, got to keep my brain exercised, the brain and the body exercised. Why am I still talking here? I feel like I'm still on the live. Okay. Well, this isn't really the intro, is it? No, the intro was outside. The intro is outside, and I just wanted to show you the fairies here and talk about what was going on. And yeah, I think we'll go in closer though. Yeah, we'll go in closer. Come on, let's get cozy. There's my very sparkly cosmos, deep blue page. I know it's going to be annoying with all the sparkle on there. And here's my mystic Merlinite. I designed that for the page, yes. And then it took me half an hour to get it printed out. That's okay. That's okay. So I am going to trim off the white with Carl. Well, it took me a while to pick up everything off the floor from the live. Yeah, I just threw everything on the floor. And like I said at the beginning, I went outside to move the camera. And hopefully I'll get some pictures of the wren going in and out of his house. What gave me the idea was earlier I had looked out the kitchen window and I saw a woodpecker land on the wren's house. And the wren came by and he was very upset and the two of them flew off. And I said, oh, that would have been a great video. Why don't I move the camera? That'll probably never happen again, but it might be interesting to see what that little wren does. I love the little wren, yes. The wren, the king of all birds. There's a little song about the wren. Mystic Merlinite. Oh, you know what I need to do? I knew something was missing, yes. I need to make a card with the picture of the stone All right, so that'll be the journaling card. That'll be the journaling card. I hope this sticks to the shiny stuff. That doesn't always happen. Why do I see white here? Just the way it cut, I guess. I don't know why. Okay. You're so fussy, Possum Patty. You're so fussy. I don't want to see white against this dark blue. We'll just take a little more off. Try not to ruin it because there's no way I'm going to go try printing this out again. Okay. So I had to bring up the fairies to the table, pick up the floor, go find some paper, design the pocket, and it's already the black-capped chickadee past the morning dove o'clock. So this may be all I get done right now. Yeah. If you need more Possum Patty, there's a 2-hour live. There's a 2-hour live, yes. You can watch a replay. I know, the replay is not as much fun as being there in person. I try to read the comments so you know what's going on. I wanted to put this in the middle, sort of having that blue all around, like that. Okay, I'm going to let that dry really, really well, but I do love it. Yes, I do. I have another half a page here. What I'm going to do is cut this here like that. I might use the back of this for scraps and this for stamping. And I have to put her letter in here. I'm not touching this though. And make a journaling card. I'm capping my glue. I'm so sorry this is so short. Yes, it would have been a half an hour longer. If the printer had worked. Yes, if the printer had worked. It's not my day for technology, no. But there must be something to it, yes, because my phone wouldn't connect to start the live, and somehow my printer went offline too. And all that happened this afternoon, so yeah, just technology, that's all. Just technology. Well, thanks for coming along today, and I'll tell you more about this story, the book, the fairy book, as I go along, and we'll do some more journaling. Do some more journaling. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow in a video. Yeah, I gotta work on my rock boxes too and get some more learning journal stuff done. Mystic Merlin. Oh, that's the other thing. Make a note. Make a note, Possum Patty. Things to do for tomorrow, yes. So I have to take a pic of the Gabbro and make a journaling card. Journaling card. And look up how it got its name. Merlin. Mystic Merlinite. Yes. I want to look that up. Look up how Mystic Merlinite got its name, because I bet you that would be a fun story to put on the journaling card. A picture of the Gabbro, Cheryl's letter, and how it got to be called Mystic Merlinite. So all of that's going to take a while. So we'll leave it here for tomorrow. Yes, we will. Okay. Well, thanks just for popping in for a minute. Yes. Thanks for popping in for a minute. Oh, I got things accomplished. I feel good. Floor's clean. The fairies are up here. The camera's moved. I'm going to get some new nature shots. And I got a page started. I love the design. Yes, I have the wizard there and everything. Okay. Well, don't forget. Stay trashy. Happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.